Good day friends. In the previous video we have completed the second central tendency in the statistics, that is median, and today we are going to continue with the third central tendency, that is mode. Once we will revise it what we have seen till now. First we have seen to find out mean. To find out mean there are three methods. First is direct method. By direct method, x bar is equal to summation of fi xi upon summation of fi. Sum of frequency column, product of frequency column and class mark. Class mark is sum of both the limits of any class divided by 2 will be getting the center midpoint of the class, that is class mark xi. And product of class mark and frequency we are getting the last column, that is fi xi. Summation of fi xi column will be at numerator, summation of frequency column, it is also known as capital N, will be at denominator, and to carry division of that will be getting the mean by direct method. Second method we have seen assume mean method. In assume mean method, final formula was x bar is equal to a plus d bar, where a is the assumed mean, considered mean. We have to consider certain xi as a mean, approximate mean, considered mean, assumed mean, and with the help of that we have to find out the actual, which is close to the 99.99%. okay, overall in the statistics it is 99.99, means approximate answer. okay, because it is huge data and we want to come to some conclusion for that particular given raw material, raw information, which is known as data in statistical language. Now d bar is mean deviation. How to find out d bar? Formula for d bar is equal to summation of fi di upon summation of fi. Here di is deviation. To find out di, one additional column is there in the table. Di is equal to xi minus a. Again xi is same, class mark. How to get the class mark? Sum of both the limits and divided by 2. So one column will be for class mark after the classes. Frequency is already given. Product of both will be giving fi xi in direct method. Here after classes, then xi, then di. Di is equal to xi minus a. Particular mean, I suggest you people to consider first xi as a. What happens in the textbook? It is consider any middle one as a. But if we'll consider any middle xi as a, what happens? Some calculations will come in negative, and again at the end addition of positive and negative terms, it will be little bit confusing for few students maybe. okay, so to avoid the negative signs and the negative numbers, if we want everything positive in the positive numbers, then consider first xi as a, then all the terms will be positive terms, no negative will come in the calculation. So a is the assumed mean, xi is the class mark of every class, and difference between them will be giving di, deviation. Product of frequency and deviation column will be giving fi di. Summation of that will be summation of fi di upon summation of frequency will be getting mean deviation, that is d bar. And then finally a plus d bar will be the mean by assume mean method. Another third method we have learned, step deviation. In step deviation method, x bar is equal to a plus h u bar or u bar into h. Now a is same, assume mean, h is the class width. Here u bar is equal to summation of fi ui upon summation of fi. Summation of fi ui upon summation of fi will be nothing but u bar value. Now to get u bar, just a minute, let me cross check it. I have little bit doubt about this. 6.1, last one is not u bar h, it is u bar g. Yes, this one is g. G is nothing but the gcd. okay, gcd of xi. So x bar is equal to a plus u bar into g. U bar is equal to summation of Fi Ui upon summation of Fi. What is Ui? Ui is equal to Xi minus A upon G value. So G is nothing but the GCD, greatest common divisor of Xi's. Class marks, whatever GCD of Xi will be nothing but the value of G. Xi is the class mark, A is the assumed mean. So these both are related to each other. By using this, we find out first central tendency, that is mean. Second central tendency, median. To find out median, we are use the formula median is equal to L plus median is equal to L plus Fm minus L plus 1 plus n by 2 1 plus n by 2. Median is equal to L plus 1 plus n by 2 upon h into h. Median, that is the second central tendency. We found it with the formula L is equal to first we need to find out here median class. Now how to find out the median class? It depends on n by 2 value. Okay, n is nothing but the sum of all the frequency column, that is capital N, divided by 2 will be getting certain number. Find out the first greater cumulative frequency, then n by 2, that will be the median class. Then lower limit of the median class in continuous form, this is very important. Lower limit of the median class in continuous form will be value of capital L. N by 2 we have already. Cf is the cumulative frequency of the previous class of the median class, and F is the frequency of the median class. So by that rule, median can be found out by median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon F into H. L is equal to n by 2 minus Cf upon F into H, median. L plus n by 2 value minus cumulative frequency upon frequency into H. Now in this, when we have the classes, first is class. If the classes are discontinuous, we have to make them continuous classes. Okay. After that, the given frequency, summation of frequency is nothing but the value of n, and n by 2 will give us clue to find out the median class. N by 2 value, then Cf is the cumulative frequency of less than type. Means addition from top to bottom. First frequency as it is, then keep on adding. So last cumulative frequency and the value of n should be same. Then the calculation in the table is correct. There is a relation between this last frequency and value of capital N. Now n by 2 will give you certain number. Find out the first biggest number in cumulative frequency. First biggest cumulative frequency, it will give us the median class. Now after getting the median class, the capital L is nothing but the lower limit of the median class. This is the median class, lower limit in continuous form. If this is discontinuous, another column we have to make, that is continuous classes, because H is part of the formula. Whenever H is part of the formula, the classes should be continuous. Here for all the three methods, direct, assume mean, step deviation, there was no H class width required. So if the classes are discontinuous, no matter. But here as the H is part of the formula, classes should be continuous, then only the answer can be correct answer. So lower limit of the median class is value of L. N by 2 is nothing but the sum of total frequency and divided by 2. Cumulative frequency is the frequency of the previous class of the median class. This is median class. This frequency, which is cumulative frequency of the previous class of the median class. This is very important part, not to take the cumulative frequency of the median class. Cumulative frequency CF value is the cumulative frequency of the previous class of the median class. So this is the median class earlier of that. Then F frequency is the frequency of median class. This is okay. This is also okay, related to median class. And H is nothing but the class width. Class width is the difference between upper and lower limit when the classes are continuous, or you can consider of median class as well when the classes are continuous. By this we can get the median. Now the third central tendency is mode. There are three central tendencies in our syllabus: mean, median and mode. Now, how to find out mode? If suppose the information is given in non-tabular form. Non-tabular form means it is not in the form of table, it is not in the form of group. So if the information is not in the form of group, means it is countable numbers. For example, suppose if we have 11, 10, 13, 9, 15 and 20. These are some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 observations are given to you. And we want to find out the mode. So mode is nothing but the number which occurs maximum times. The number which occur maximum times. Here 11 occurs only one time, 10 occurs only one, 13 occurs only one, 9 also only once, 15 appears only one, 20 also appears only one. So all can be mode. Or in ungrouped frequency distribution, we were thinking the number which is bigger one, okay, or the number which repeated maximum time, that can be mode. For example, suppose if again 11 is there, so in this all data number of observations are 7, 11 occurs twice, so 11 occurs twice means frequency of 11 will be 2. 10 occurs only one, frequency of 10 is 1, frequency of 13 is 1, frequency of 9 is 1, frequency of 15 is 1 if we'll convert them into tabular form. So 11 occurs maximum times means 2 times. So 11 can be the mode. The number occurs repeatedly times as compared to any other number, any other observation, then it is known as mode. This was till the 9th standard or till the 8th standard. Now we have group frequency distribution. So in group frequency distribution, which will be the mode? For that, the formula which will be used is L plus into bracket 2fm minus f1 upon minus f1 minus f naught. Now here you will be having little bit confusion. What is meaning of f1? What is meaning of f0? What is meaning of f2? So these all things will be related to the table. When we learn the table, the picture will get clear to you. Sorry, this is at denominator. L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2f1 minus f0 minus f2, bracket complete into h. Now mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 or f1 minus f0 upon twice f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Now what is these things? Very simple, it is just related to table. Okay, now how we have here in this fm, cf and f. Cf is the cumulative frequency of the previous class of the median class. F is the frequency of the median class. Similarly, we have to find out the model class here. Okay, and after getting the model class, all this information will get clear to us. F0 is the frequency of the previous class of the model class. F1 is the frequency of the model class, and F2 is the frequency of the next class of the model class. So when the table will come, the picture will get clear to you. L is the lower limit of the model class when the classes are continuous, because again H is part of the question. So the important part is what is formula here. Formula for mode is equal to L plus lower limit of the model class when the classes are continuous plus into bracket f1 minus f1 minus f0. F1 is the frequency of the model class, f0 is the frequency of the previous class of the model class, upon at the denominator 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 twice into frequency of the model class minus frequency of the previous class of the model class minus frequency of the next class of the model class into class width. It will give us the mode. Let us see some examples based on this, so it will give us picture, clear picture. Come to page number 147. Solve sums are there. We will continue with first solve sum, page number 147, to find out mode for group frequency distribution, third central tendency in the statistics. So we'll solve it this side. We'll be writing the table that is given to us on page number 147 for first question, and then we will put up the values. The important part is to keep in mind the formulas. If the formulas are properly, then everything can be clear to you very properly. Here, age group of children in years is given, so it will be our classes. In this age group of the children given to us, it is in years. Okay, first is 6 to 8, second group is 8 to 10, then 10 to 12, 12 to 14, and then 14 to 16. These are the age groups. Playing on a ground is shown in the following table. Find the mode of ages of the children. So mode we want to find out for this given information. Mode of ages of the children, number of childrens, that is nothing but our frequency Fi, number of childrens. 6 to 8 age group, 43 children are there. 8 to 10 years age group, 58 children are there. 10 to 12 years age group, 70 children. 12 to 14 years age group, 42 children. And 14 to 16 years age group, 27 children. So this is the information provided in first solve sum. Now let us find out the values which are required in the formula. So the important part is are the classes continuous? Yes, the classes are continuous. 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 14. To see the successive classes, upper and lower limit, they are continuous. So not necessary to make them again continuous, already they are continuous. Classes should be continuous as H is part of the formula for the mode. Now, we need to find out the model class. How to find out the model class? Find out which class frequency is maximum in the given information. 6 to 8 class 43, 8 to 10 class 58, 10 to 12 class 70, 12 to 14 class 42, and 14 to 16 class 27. So maximum frequencies of which class? This 10 to 12. 10 to 12 is having 70. 70 is the maximum frequency given in the observation table. So this class will be the model class. Okay, and model class will give us all the information required. So L, capital L is nothing but the lower limit when the classes are continuous. Model class lower limit when the classes are continuous. So L is equal to 10. Then H is the class width, difference between upper and lower limit when the classes are continuous. Already the classes are continuous, so 12 minus 10, value of H is 2. F1, frequency of the model class. This is model class, so frequency of the model class is 70. F1 value is 70. F0 or F0, frequency of the previous class of the model class. Previous class of this is 8 to 10, its frequency is 58, so this is F0 or F0. F0 or F0 is equal to 58. F2, frequency of next class of the model class. This is the model class, next class is 12 to 14, frequency is 42, so value of F2 is 42. So see, I hope everything is clear to you. L is 10, lower limit when the classes are continuous of the model class. H is the class width, difference between upper and lower limit. F1 is the frequency of the model class. F0 or F0 is the frequency of the previous class of the model class. F2 is the frequency of the next class of the model class. So all the values which are required in the formula are clear to us. We will just keep it in the formula and we'll get the required answer. So let us put it here. L is 10 plus into bracket F1 is 70 minus F0 or F0 is 58 upon 2 into F1. F1 is again 70 minus F0 is 58 minus F2 is 42. Bracket complete into H. H is the class width, the value is 2. This will give us mode of the given question. So let us continue with it. 10 plus 70 minus 58, it will be the 12 upon 70 to the 140 minus, these both are negative, so we can add them. 8 plus 2 10, carry 1, 5 plus 4 9 plus 1 10 into 2. it can be 10 as it is plus 12 also as it is. 140 minus 100, it remains 40 into 2, can be further simplified as 2 ones are 2 20s are again by 2, 2 10s are 2 6s are. So it remains with us this 10 plus into bracket we have 6 upon 10, can be written as 10 plus 0 0.6. 6 upon 10 is 0 0.6. 10 plus 0 0.6, it is 10.6. And this is the information related to age of children. So 10.6 is the mode of the given question. See on page number 147, same answer is there. The mode of the ages of children playing on the ground is 10.6 years. Means in an average, what is the age of children those who are playing on the ground? It will be by mode. So in this way, we can calculate the third central tendency, that is mode. Let us continue with one more sum on the next page. Page number 148. The following frequency distribution table shows the classification of the number of vehicles and the volume of petrol filled in them. Find the mode of the volume. So we have to find out here mode of the volume of the petrol filled in them. Information is it is related to vehicles and the petrol filled. In the first class, petrol filled in liter it will come, so not in the years. In the classes it will come petrol filled in liters. First 1 to 3 liters, then 4 to 6 liters, 7 to 9, 10 to 12 liters, and 13 to 15 liters. Okay, now after that frequency is given, but the important part is here again, as it is mode, which is part of the formula, we need to have classes continuous, but here the classes are not continuous. 1 to 3, then 4 to 6. If 3.5 liter of petrol is filled by somebody, there is no class for that. So for that the classes should be continuous. See the successive classes, upper and lower limit difference is there. Successive classes, upper and lower limit difference. So the important part is to make the classes continuous. So we'll write here continuous classes. Information will be in liter. How to find out continuous classes? Choose any one. Successive class, suppose this both, upper and lower limit 3 and 4. Difference between them 4 and 3 or 7 and 6, any two. Okay. Difference between them is 1. Divide that difference by 2. If 1 is divided by 2, it comes here 0 0.5. Now 0 0.5 will be added in all the upper class limits and it will be subtracted from all the lower class limits. 0 0.5, how to get difference between these both? 1 divided by 2, 0.5. 0.5 will be added in all upper class limits. So 3 will convert into 3.5, 6 will convert into 6.5, 9 will convert into 9.5, then 12.5, and then 15.5. 0.5 is added in the upper class limits. 0.5 should be subtracted from the lower class limits. So 13 minus 0.5, it remains 12.5. 10 minus 0.5, it remains 9.5. 7 minus 0.5, 6.5. 4 minus 0.5, 3.5. 1 minus 0.5, 2.5. Now you can observe the classes are continuous. Successive classes, upper and lower limit. Successive classes, upper and lower limit. Okay. So the picture can be clear. Now frequencies. Given frequencies are number of vehicles, that is third column, frequency. Here 33, then 40 vehicles, 27, 18, and then 12. Now the model class. To find out model class, which is the maximum frequency. Maximum frequency here 40, 27. Yes, 40 is the maximum frequency. So this class is the model class. Model class is 3.5 to 6.5. See which class is choose, not 4 to 6. 3.5 to 6.5. When the classes are continuous, that is the model class. Discontinuous will not help us now. Now with the help of this, value of L, capital L 3.5, value of F1, sorry, not F0, it is F1, value of F1 is 40, frequency of the model class, previous class is F0 or F0, and the next class is F2. Frequency of the previous class of the model class F0, frequency of the next class of the model class F2, and H is nothing but the difference between upper and lower limit when the classes are continuous. So L is 3.5, H is difference between 6.5 and 3.5. The difference is here of 4. After 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. Sorry, it is 3. So H is equal to 3. All the picture is clear. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 bracket complete into H. L is 3.5 plus F1. F1 is 40 minus F0 is 33 upon 2 into F1 minus F0 minus F2 bracket complete into H. So 3.5 plus 40 minus 33, it remains 7. 40 into 2, 80. 80 minus these both are negative, so can be added. 7 plus 3, 10, carry 1, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6, multiplied by 3. 3.5 plus 7 into 3 upon 80 minus 60, it remains 20. It can be 3.5 plus 21 upon 20, can be divided by 2. 2 times and it will come here 10.5. 10.5 upon 10 plus this 3.5. This can be mentioned as 10.5 upon 10 is nothing but 1.05 plus next is 3.5. Total of both will come 4.55, and the question is related to liters. So solution is here. 4.55 liters will be the mode of the volume for question number 2. Solve sum number 2, page number 148. So in this sum, the important is classes were not continuous, so we made them continuous. Because H is part of the formula, the classes should be always continuous. If the classes are continuous, then the remaining values, lower limit of the model class is capital L, frequency of the model class is here 40, F1 value, frequency of the previous class of the model class, that is F0 value, that is here 33, or it is also known as F0, frequency of the next class of the model class, that is known as F2, that value is here 27. So I repeat, L is equal to 3.5, F1 is 40, F0 is 33, and F2 is 27. H is the class width when the classes are continuous. 3.5 and 6.5 is the model class. Difference between upper and lower limit 6.5 minus 3.5, difference is here 3. If you will see the difference between not continuous classes, suppose for model class only we'll choose the non-continuous class 4 to 6, and what will be class width here? Upper limit is 6, lower limit is 4. 6 minus 4, the difference will come 2. Value of H will be 2. If we'll substitute 2 in the formula, answer will be definitely wrong. So the important part is classes should be continuous. When the classes are continuous, H is coming here 3 and it will be constant. Non-continuous classes also H will be constant, but it will not give the correct answer. So for mode, for median, as H is part of the formula, classes should be always continuous. Very, very important and first step for the median and mode. And then by putting all the values in the formula, we will get the final answer. So today we have seen the third central tendency, mode, how to find out mode of group frequency distribution by using the formula. In the coming video, we'll continue with the practice set 6.3. We'll stop it here for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.